Being a single dad, he had mastered the art of juggling a job, school runs, forgotten lunchboxes, bedtime battles, and the never-ending question from his 6-year-old daughter, Arush. "Daddy, can I have ice cream for breakfast?" Most mornings he said no. Some mornings, he surrendered. On this particular Thursday, Ayan was running late. He rushed into the daycare courtyard holding Arush's hand and her half-finished cartoon-themed backpack dangling open. "Daddy, my pencil box," she yelled. Ayan sighed. "We'll buy another one." Again. Parents were picking up their kids after school, and Ayan was preparing for the usual awkward moment, being the only young dad in a crowd of mothers who always looked perfect. He never fit in, but he tried. That's when he noticed a woman standing alone under the shade of a neem tree. She was new, quiet, observant, wearing simple clothes but holding herself with an aura that made her stand out. Her name, as he soon learned, was Mira. A teacher introduced her as the mother of a new student. And because children become instant friends faster than adults do, Arush immediately grabbed the new girl's hand and ran off to the swings. "Looks like they'll get along," Ayan said, relieved. Mira smiled. "Your daughter is full of energy." "Oh, this is her warm-up phase. Wait till she starts talking." Ayan's attempts at jokes usually fell flat, but to his surprise, Mira actually laughed. A soft, warm laugh. "Are you raising her alone?" she asked gently. "Yeah," he said, adjusting Arush's jacket on his arm. "It's tough sometimes, actually, most of the time." "Well, you seem to be doing great." Ayan shrugged. Compliments always made him shy. "Honestly, you should just move in with me and help out." He said it sarcastically, laughing at his own joke. But Mira paused. She raised an eyebrow. "Move in with you, him." Ayan panicked. "No, I mean, just kidding." Obviously. Her lips curved into a mysterious smirk. "Careful what you wish for," she said before walking away with her daughter. Ayan blinked. Strange woman. But pleasant. He brushed it off as a random awkward moment and took Arush home. The unexpected knock. The next morning started like every other hectic one. Cartoons too loud. Cereal spilled. Ayan searching for the car keys in the fridge. The usual madness. He finally managed to get Arush ready for school when... Knock, knock, knock. Ayan opened the door while fixing Arush's ponytail. And then he froze. Standing at his doorstep was Mira. But she looked completely different, dressed in a formal navy suit, crisp white shirt, heels, hair tied back, and a security detail waiting near a black car behind her. Ayan recognized the logo instantly. Nexera Tech, he whispered. The largest tech corporation in the city. Mira smiled politely. "Good morning." Ayan swallowed. "Is everything okay?" She stepped forward, completely serious. "About your offer yesterday." "What offer?" She rolled her suitcase toward him. "The one where you said I should move in with you." Ayan nearly choked on air. That was a joke." Mira held up a finger. "Actually, I should introduce myself properly." She took a step back, giving him space to absorb the shock. "I'm Mira Abbas, CEO of Nexera Tech." Ayan's jaw dropped so fast it nearly hit the floor. The woman he casually joked with yesterday about moving in was one of the most powerful women in the country. He felt his soul leaving his body. I'm sorry," he stammered. "I didn't know. I didn't mean anything weird." She walked past him into the living room with calm confidence. "You don't need to explain. I'm familiar with people saying strange things around me." Ayan stood there, half-dressed, barefoot, holding his daughter's water bottle. "Like a weapon. You're joking, right?" She placed her suitcase near the sofa. "I told you, careful what you wish for." Arush peeked from behind her father's leg. "Daddy, who is this auntie with a suitcase?" Mira crouched down, softening her expression. "Just someone your dad invited." Ayan threw his hands up. "No, I did not," it was sarcasm. But Mira kept a straight face, clearly enjoying the chaos she had created. "Relax," she finally said. "I'm renting a house nearby. I just came to drop my daughter off and thought I'd surprise you." "That's not a surprise," Ayan muttered. "That's a mini heart attack." A comfortable silence. Later that afternoon, after the panic settled, Mira returned to pick up her daughter. But instead of leaving immediately, she stayed for tea. Arush was thrilled, she had someone to show all her toys to. Mira watched the child with a look Ayan didn't expect, soft, almost peaceful. My work takes me everywhere, she said. I've never had a stable routine for my daughter. Ian nodded. Kids need consistency. Mira sipped her tea slowly. You're a good father. Ian laughed. You say that now. But you haven't seen me assembling school projects at 2 a.m. with glue on my eyebrows. She laughed, properly, this time. There was a silence, but not an uncomfortable one. It felt safe, like they had known each other longer than a day. Look, Ian said quietly, I really didn't mean to make things weird yesterday. Oh, trust me, she replied. I deal with board meetings, corporate battles, billion-rupee decisions. You think you made things weird? This was refreshing. He smiled, relieved. Then she surprised him again. Still, she said lightly, if I ever do move in, I hope there's room. Ian nearly dropped his cup. The day that changed everything. Over the next few days, their paths kept crossing, first at the daycare, then at the supermarket, then by coincidence at the cafe near Ian's workplace. At least, that's what Ian assumed. In reality, Mira was slowly realizing something she never expected. She liked being around them. She liked the noise, the mess, the laughter, the spilled juice, the bedtime stories, everything she never had time for in her own life. Her daughter had grown unusually attached to Arush, and Mira found herself smiling more than she had in years. One evening, while helping Ian fix a broken shelf, she asked, how do you manage everything alone? He shrugged. I don't. But I try. And she's worth everything. Mira noticed the tiredness under his smile, the quiet strength in his voice. And something inside her softened. You're different, she said. So are you, he replied. The confession. A week later, after dinner at Ian's place, the two girls fell asleep on the couch. Mira stood there watching Ian carry them gently to the bedroom. When he returned, she was sitting quietly at the dining table. You know, she said, playing with her bracelet, when you joked about moving in, a part of me wondered what that would actually be like. Ian froze. She looked up, meeting his eyes with surprising honesty. My life is full of power and pressure. But when I'm here, it feels normal. And I haven't felt normal in years. Ian sat across from her. You don't have to move in to feel that, he said gently. You can just be here. When you want. She smiled. A real, soft smile. Maybe I will. Almost a beginning. As she prepared to leave, Ian walked her to the door. Still scared I'll bring a suitcase again. She teased. He laughed. A little. She stepped closer. Then I'll warn you next time. Next time. She nodded. Maybe, someday. Before he could reply, Arush ran out sleepily rubbing her eyes. Mira auntie, she said, can you stay forever? Myra's eyes softened. Maybe, she whispered. One day. Ian watched her leave, feeling something unexpected. Hope. Real hope. The kind he hadn't felt since the day his daughter was born. And maybe, just maybe, this time he wouldn't run from it.